All right, I think we are live. What's good, Why is that backwards? Oh, that's not backwards. Yes, yes, we are live. We are live. I just need a quick audio check to make sure my audio is okay, good, fine, and dandy, and whatnot. Oh, what's good, Barry? See Barry in the building. Let's see if we got anyone else in the building. Say what's up. Oh, Barry says audio's on point. Oh, my guy Lon is in the building. What's going on, Lon? Oh, snap. We got Lewis in the building. What's going on, Lewis? Appreciate you coming through. Also, if anyone's watching on the Twitters, please come over to Cats Meow Budget Solutions. Subscribe there and make sure to hit that notification bell button for sure because unfortunately my streams right now they don't have a set time every single week, so they're usually around this time either Saturday or Sunday for sure every week. So as a matter of fact, I don't think I was even supposed to stream tonight. I was supposed to be at work or going to work. So yeah, just make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell button, and tell your friends. But while waiting for people to come in, I just want you guys to know, if you guys see the pinned comment in the YouTube chat, I asked the question, how do you create a budget? So I'm just curious, for the people who are already in the chat, can you guys just give me a brief I know, like a quick sentence on how you create a budget, or even what a budget really is? Oh, what's going on, LaShawn? I see LaShawn's in the building. Um, Also, if anybody wants to come on and ask questions or even to answer the question, which is most likely highly recommended, please come on to StreamYard. And there's the link down there in the below where you can come on and be a panel member or panel guest. No video equipment required, just a phone and some type of audio output, which a phone technically has. So yeah. Ooh, Lord, why every time I start a stream, it always gets like super hot in here? I'm not too sure, but I think this 128 gigs of RAM makes this room super hot. So let me adjust the AC. I know my room, my bedroom, it was super cold in there, but I'm gonna have to drop. Oh snap, the AC is even on. Oh, anyways, it doesn't matter. So, oh snap, who else is in here? I say, oh, I see Mike's in the building. What's going on, Mike? And if Miss Alexis with you, tell her I said what up. And that's it. Oh, got a first answer. Lon says basically add all of my bills together, subtract from income, and manage the difference. That is pretty much what a budget is. And would you believe that most people don't do that every single month? And sometimes you have to do that on a weekly basis also. I actually do have this one plan. Still, in some ways, I'm still fine tuning it, but I'm actually using it for right now. It's called Budget by Four. It's real simple. You add your bills and divide it by four and compare it to your weekly pay. And if your bills outweigh your weekly pay, then you have a problem. And the problem needs to be fixed with your income some way, somehow. LaShawn seems to be a celebrity in the chat because everyone's saying what up to him. And hey, she said what up. What up, Miss Alexis? My favorite person in the entire world. Um, LaShawn said he watched the replay last night. Mike, I killed you and Barry. Okay. I don't remember. I don't even remember what happened last night. To be honest with you, I was so tired. Um, but yeah, and now Lon seems to be the man of the hour. So everyone's saying what up to Lon. Cool, cool, cool. And yeah, LaShawn, you actually killed us last night. Unbelievably killed us for sure on that members only stream by Gadget Goddess. Great. It was a great stream last night. But anyways, back to budgeting. So yeah, Lon pretty much nailed it on the head. You basically add up your income and either subtract it from your income or compare it to your income, really. And like I said, most people don't do that. Most people have problems keeping up and managing it. Oh, Miss Tay's up. Miss Tay's up in here. Spectacular Gadgets. Oh, really appreciate you coming on my other stream yesterday. Really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun having you on with the hashtag no pressure. So yeah, greatly appreciate you coming on yesterday. Um, but yeah, oh shoot, lost my train of thought. But anyway, so budgeting. Like I said, no, a lot of people don't do it. But the problem I probably see with a lot of people doing it is managing it. I personally use an Excel spreadsheet to actually manage my budget. As a matter of fact, let me give you show you guys a quick one. So this is just an example. Now, mind you, people, it's the most simplest example of a budget. The budget can get more technical. As a matter of fact, it not only can it will get more technical, but this is just a sample budget. As you can see, rent, which could be rent and mortgage, then you got your phone, your power, your water, your internet, your cable, your gas. And also, believe it or not, groceries is part of the budget too. And gas, what I mean by gas, not the gas that goes in the house. I'm talking about like gas for driving and stuff like that. But yeah, I actually use something similar to this to do my budget every single month. I know pretty much know what I'm going to spend every month, but there are some stuff that is a variable, like your power bill. Like 1 month, your power bill could be $200, but during the winter months, it could be like $120. But you should always know a range of your variable bill. So like the power, the water, even the groceries. Definitely the groceries. There's going to be a range. There will be some months where your grocery bills will actually add up higher than, let's say, this $1,100, but there will be some months when it'll be lower, because if you buy higher 1 month, the next month it should be technically lower if you manage your money right and actually keep account of all the stuff that you buy throughout the month and whatnot. So like even the water bill can be up or down, but usually the water bill is like up and down by like 5 cents. Oh snap! Got a guest on. Let's go ahead and remove that and add you on. Hey, what's going on, Lewis?
Hey, what's going on? Let me try to fix this quick. Give me a second.
Oh snap! You got a
Okay, there you
screen?
go.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you
sorry.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate you coming on. Do you want to elaborate on what you think a budget is or how to create a budget?
Yeah. What I've been doing the past 2 months, because I changed my whole budget. I'm not gonna say I'm perfect budgeting, but there's apps out there that help people to do things, which I don't know if you could trust them, but also you could use a spreadsheet. But I gotta divide it in 3 categories: regular bill spending, money to spend on my own to leisure time, and future money for safety. That's why I got it 3 different spreadsheets. The reason that I do that, because this is only for the bills. This is a spare when I want to go out, eat something, not all the time. And then the other one is for emergency. That's how I break it down.
Oh yeah, and actually that's a good way to actually break it down. Like I said, the example that I was showing, I mean, this is extremely bare bones. Extremely bare bones. This is like, what you need basically to live. But you know what we could do? Oh no, I won't be able to do it. Why is this even out there? Um oh snap, I'm having a total brain fart here. But you try to budget for spare time. Now I do have a question for with that. So when you try to budget for like fun and stuff like that, is it a set amount every single week or month, or is it a goal amount you try to hit every single month, or is it whatever you can or whatever's left out,
Yeah,
whatever's left over?
whatever's left over, I do that
Oh, okay.
for
Okay.
now. But then once I get into a routine that I got more money, I'm gonna set a set goal, and this is what I could. If I go beyond, then it's okay. But for the
Okay.
meantime, whatever I could.
Okay, that's cool. Now, just out of curiosity, are you trying to reduce any type of debt also? Or do you have like a column for reducing debt, like your credit cards, car payment, or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm a college fund. I'm trying to reduce that debt.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool. Because personally, the student loan crisis is a big, huge one out here in the United States. And some people can get out of it, some people can't. There's some people out there with $400,000 in student loan debt and got a bachelor's degree in, I don't know, in business or something like that, which is totally ludicrous and ridiculous. Um, I always say that's like my number one thing in budgeting, and you're doing it, and that's actually pretty cool. You always try to save some type of money because you never know, right? Is
Trust me,
that
I
right,
learned
Lewis?
the hard way. So that's why
Yeah. So
I'm
you
changing
you
my whole
never really know.
demeanor.
Right, exactly. Like for me in my personal budget, I don't have these technically as line items, but I know there's a set amount per week that I can save. Or actually no, there's a set amount that I use. It's like a total of $400 a week. And out of that $400 a week, I take out money for car payments and saving also. And that's totally separate from like my house income. House bills and whatnot. So I try to keep as much things as separate as possible so that I can see the bigger picture. So that actually might help you if you have a savings goal. Like say if you want a what's the latest thing? Like a Red Magic camera or something like that. Is that the big boy cinematic one, right?
Correct.
I think it is. Yeah. Say if you want one of those, right? Well, you can actually set up a separate account just to save for that particular item. It does not actually have to go into one big huge savings account where you're like, oh, I'm just going to save and put money into it. Sometimes you got to break it down to actually see your end goal, because a lot of people, when they start seeing a lot of money in one pile, what ends up happening is that they decide to spend it all. So separating like your goals, like, well, actually, just how you have a list of goals, you should have a list of accounts also with that. So that actually might help you with saving while budgeting and whatnot.
Also, I just wanted to say another thing for people because it's not easy. I'm not gonna say I'm the best person saving. I just started doing it religiously 2 months ago. But honestly, it's all you gotta keep doing. There's the willpower and play with your mind because your mind is the one could trick you to spend more than what you have. So what you gotta
Hmm.
do is like, no, I want to go out to eat. No, no, no. I really want to eat once. I don't need to go out twice. It's not needed. I got food in the house. You got to keep talking to yourself because you know how it's the angel and the D. One is in the left ear, one's in the right ear. You got to play with that because your emotions could take over. You could see, oh, I seen a nice commercial. I want to get this. No, get what you need to invest for the future to lead you more money down the road.
Right, exactly. Real quick, Lon said oh, Jesus. I'm having a hard time talking now. Compartmentalizing budget. Yes, pretty much like the Nick Fury method. Keep everything separate and let everything not know about everything and keep it moving. Um, like right now, even I even have a car savings account, even though I have two cars paying on right now. I got a car savings account, I got a Christmas account, I got a weird savings account also, that every account is saving towards a certain goal. Um, so keeping stuff separate is, in my opinion, probably the way to go. But a lot of people don't want to deal with it. But Lewis, I'm going to piggyback on what you said. Like you basically said, like, hey, it's all a mental thing. Is that
Correct.
correct, Lewis?
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
So this is why I do separate accounts for everything. Like I got a separate account just for the house bills. I got a separate account for my road money from when I'm on the road, because if everyone doesn't know, I'm actually a truck driver, so I actually have a total separate account for that. Also, I got a separate account for fun, and I actually just got a dumb separate account for just to have it. It's like my backup to backup fun money and whatnot, which is it can get complicated, but for me, it works for me, and I'm able to save. I'm actually able to save a lot of money over a period of time, and it adds up really quick, little by little. Um, Also, another thing with separate accounts, I just totally remember this. It's a security thing too. Um, I could give you guys an example, a story. Like 2 years ago, I believe it was 2 years ago, somehow my main checking account at this main bank got hacked. And I told the bank about it. They fixed the problem and it got hacked again. But the second time it got hacked, it ended up taking out all the money out of that account. And then it went to my other savings accounts that I had with this particular bank and took it out. I think it was a total of about nope. I think it was about 6,000. No, it wasn't that much. It was about $3,000 or $4,000 between all my accounts got sucked out. But luckily, I had two other banks open with money that I had been putting in there every week. So when I lost the ability to access my money there, I was still able to function on the road, still buy my food and stuff on the road, and my house bills were still paid for. All because I keep everything separate, and you could kind of say that they're accidental. Every account is an accidental account for an account, kind of, sort of. I guess you could say. So
So
that's a little.
I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the main thing that I got because I want everybody to hear. It's nothing personal, just a general question. If somebody come to you because you got a service, right? As you say, you plan to do service to help people learn how to budget. If you got a person that is real bad with money and is down soup and down home, how would you get that person out if they habit are 95 to 98% bad?
Are you talking about like just bad in general with managing money?
Correct. How do you help the person?
First,
Because right now we're talking about all these people. We're talking about people that have 50%, 30%, but I want to see the other side of almost 100%. What you would do with that? Just for learning purpose.
what I would do, I'll tell the person like straight up. First, we got to look at what you're paying out, and then after we sit down and we look at what's being paid out, then I'll look at their income and compare it to what is being paid out. Now, if it's super super bad, the only conclusion to that is like you got to get another job. You got to add 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs to be able to pay your bills, because it's really more so of an income problem. And unfortunately, it can be devastating to see that what you're paying out is way more than what's coming in. And it can knock people down. But I just want you and everyone out there to hear this. You can't overcome it. It's going to take a lot of time, and a lot of time and patience, and a lot of rethinking how you do things. You see what I mean? Like, I can give someone a budget tomorrow, but that budget's not really going to work probably for about 3 to 6 months, because it has to be repetitive. It has to be weekly. It has to be a daily thing. If that makes any sense. Did I answer your question?
Yeah. So I want to add one more thing to that question. What happened
Yeah.
if that person trying to get away for the free pass and they be like, okay, I'll claim bankruptcy or bad credit and they'll clear me. That's not good for the future either. But they're trying to pull a fast one.
Bankruptcy is a little tricky because these bankruptcy lawyers are predators. Bankruptcy lawyers will prey on your emotions. Like, as a matter of fact, believe it or not, I actually went to a bankruptcy attorney about 6 years ago. Quite a funny story. The guy was like, "Yeah, you're bankruptable, no problem." And I literally only owed like $20,000 and stuff. And I had the paperwork sitting in my trunk for the longest time. Was actually getting ready to fill out the stuff to do it, and I was like, "Nah, I ain't gonna do it," because that's 7 years, or well,
Yeah, 7 years.
depends. It depends, because like I think it's after 3 years you can actually start really rebuilding your credit. No, 2 years, but it will stay on your credit report for 7 years. So the guy basically preyed on me, preyed on my emotions and stuff like that, and almost got me convinced to do it. but I didn't do it. And as a matter of fact, Tech Valor, she wants to hop in. She was there too, and they were pretty much telling her that she needs to do the same thing. And we were like, I thought it over and over, and I was like, nah, this ain't right. This ain't right at all. So
Yeah, I went to the same bankruptcy attorney with him, and they told me that I should file for bankruptcy. Mind you, my debt was about 8, 9 years old, so it was getting ready to fall off my credit. I didn't know this at the time. I didn't know anything about credit, and they told me that I should file for bankruptcy. And
mhm.
I think that's kind of what woke Junior up to realizing that the person was being predatory, because he knew he just learned at that time when I said how old my debt was that it was getting ready to fall off. But when he saw that that person wanted me to file for bankruptcy, he was like, "All right, let's go."
Yeah, pretty
Mm.
much. Oh, what up, Sharky? I see you're up in the building. Let me get to this to lawn real quick. Yep, I have bills account that I have all my bills auto paid from. I direct deposit more than necessary to the account every pay period. The best part is after a while the extra builds up to money too. Lon, I think we're twins but separated by 20 years. Because that's exactly what we do here. Like my bills account, a set amount goes into it every single week, but I know that's a little bit overage. It's over by about $400 to $500 a month, but that 400 to $500 a month is made to be a backup just in case next month is short, somehow. So yeah, that's actually another good budgeting tip for you guys to know. Okay, Sharky is now the new celebrity in the chat.
Mhm.
Oh, wait. My bad. I'm so sorry, Miss Kimmy. I don't think I said what up. Hey, Miss Kimmy, or yeah, hey, Miss Kimmy. My bad. I'm so sorry. I'll make it up to you somehow. I think maybe maybe I'll get you a new camera. Lon says the main problem most people have is they have no idea where their money goes. $5 here, $10 there, it all adds up. That's exactly right, Lon. That is exactly right. This is why budgeting is planning. Planning is budgeting. It is it possible to know where every single dollar goes every single week and every single day, every single hour? Yes, it's very tedious, but most people should know the basics of how much money is coming in and how much is going out and actually plan for stuff that you don't have to look at every single minute. So like if you plan for your budget to be over by like $100 to $200 a week, you have $100 to $200 a week leeway to spend on other things throughout the week that you don't have to really keep track of, but be aware of what is being done. All right, Barry. Barry's like, what's I think that's sad is the predatory nature of that. It's about all the fall off your credit, and they are trying to fleece you. It's almost like they said, I'm blocking your ass for no reason. Hashtag block party. Yeah, pretty much. You know, yeah. Oh, Miss Kimmy says she's gonna block me. My bad. But anyways, I'm sorry, Lisa. What you were gonna say something?
No, I was gonna say that it pays to do your research because, but not everybody willing to take the time. But look, today in age, the digital world is so easy at your fingertip. You could get any information, and if you
Mm-hmm.
don't want to read it, they'll read it for you. There's auto. Yeah, audio. So therefore, it's no excuses. It take a couple of seconds. If you internet, then you're good to go. You know what I mean? All the information there. Hey Google or whatever. I don't want to, trigger nothing, but you get my point. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
there's no
exactly.
excuses.
Well, technically, there is an excuse. The excuse is more of how this country has been ran, capitalist wise, with everyone wanting to have the latest and greatest, and also the emotions of having the latest and greatest. Like that's what's been getting a lot of people in trouble. Some people don't. A lot of people don't realize that, like, yo, this $4,000 in rims that you're putting on a $1,000 car, some people think that's the greatest thing in the world, and it makes me show off how much money I got. And as a matter of fact, growing up, that's what I saw. Every time tax season came around, you'll see two like $500 cars, $1,000 cars sitting on like $4,000 rims every tax season, because everyone thinks, oh, I'm getting tax money, so now I can spend it on rims for my car. Which at one point in time, I was with them. Never bought rims though, but like I was with them with that. And like now, personally, like if I get an income tax return, that's another way to get ahead. I don't look at it as like I have to eat or I have to buy this with it. I use it to get ahead. Oh, snap. Bionic Scoop is in the building. What's going on, Scoop? I guess you're the new celebrity that just showed up in the chat because everyone's saying hi to you. What up, Scoop?
And also, what played a role in the United States is the education. Since she was born, they don't teach you how to budget. So therefore, when you finish high school, you're like, oh, I could spend. My parents pay everything for me. So therefore, it's all how you was brought up and grow up. Because I see one of my cousins, by the time she finished high school, she already had 50% paid off for college due to whatever her parents gave her, and she was working extra job in different offices. Even as a high school student, she had good jobs. So it depends.
Oh wow, yeah, that's really good. That's really good. And as a matter of fact, speaking of jobs, like your job can really affect. It will affect two things: your budget and your mental stability. Working 12, 15 hours a day, making like minimum wage on, when I'm talking minimum wage, like $7.65 an hour, that's not healthy, budget wise or mentally. But then at the same time, working a job that pays you $35 an hour and you're working just a 9 to 5, it might not be mentally good for you, but it's financially good for you.
And then another thing I want to say before I get off, that I'm gonna put this because I'm gonna talk about immigrants. They come over here, and $1 they'll stretch it, and within a year they'll have more than what people been living all their entire life in the United States. If they could do, anybody could do it. It's just a matter where you was brought up and your knowledge, and because they come to here because they want the American dream, so they come here to hustle and make money. See, and then we hear citizens, we don't care, and then we be on this. Oh, I owe this much because of this. It's all up to your mentality. And that's the last thing I'm going to say before I get off.
Oh, well, I'm going to piggyback off of that. Technically, immigrants, when they come to this country, they're on a totally different mindset when it comes to money. They're more cash on hand and pay for everything cash up front. But over time, a period of time, they see how regular citizens operate and decide to go that route because they see they're having a better time than they are. Also, a reason why most immigrants, I guess, I don't know what the percentage is, probably succeed more than regular citizens when it comes to money. It's just their upbringing and culture, to be honest with you. Like they came from poor countries, like my people came from poor, not necessarily poor, well, there were poor areas in those countries, and they came up here to do what they do. But unfortunately, they fell into the whole American dream and didn't really get it right away, but they did get it when they first got up here, but they lost their way over a period of time, I guess you said.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm gonna let somebody else get on.
I really do appreciate
I just
coming on.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that people understand that if you are in a bad situation, it's all about mentality and power of will, because no matter how much you train a person and you give them the tool, if they're not willing to open the door, walk through, they're not gonna make it.
Right, exactly.
And that's my
Lewis,
last
I really
point.
appreciate you coming on. Also, I got a question for you. Are you streaming tomorrow night so I can shout you out for tomorrow night?
Yes, I'm streaming.
Oh, sweet. You are streaming. I actually might be able to pass by tomorrow night. Well, not on the stream, but in the chat.
And one more thing I want to say.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
got my screen divider. Everything came in, so tomorrow is gonna be off the hook.
Did you guys hear that? Breaking news. The divider is in and will be up tomorrow night, people. It is in, and he's going to be singing all the way tomorrow night. I hope you guys heard that. But yeah, anyways, thanks, Lewis.
Salute.
All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate you coming on. Oh, what's going on, Septian? He says, good stream. Going to work. Peace. Oh, thanks, Septian. Enjoy your work. Oh man, you work nights. I work nights too, man. It is hard work working nights. Even though I just drive a truck, it is very stressful. It's so stressful that my sleep pattern's so totally messed up. Lon says immigrants have the mindset our grandparents had. Pretty much. Pretty much. Is everything cash on hand and recycle everything. And I mean everything. So yeah. Anyways, real quick, I guess this is like intermission here. If anyone's watching on the Twitters, please make sure to come over to Cat's Meow Budget Solutions, subscribe, and definitely hit that notification bell button. Only because I stream every week, but the times vary. And if you hit the notification bell, you guys will definitely know when I will be live for sure. Also, if anyone else wants to come up onto the panel, we just had Lewis on here, which was and asked some really good and very lifestyle questions, and also had some life to talk about, which was actually really cool. So anyone else could come on, and if you look at the chat right now, the link is in the description, and you could come on for sure.
Just wanted to come on and tell everyone that the intro and outro music is composed by ohyeahbeats.com.
That's a half truth. The intro and outro, yes, the music is composed by Oh Yeah Beats, but also Tech Valor can take half credit for that because she actually helped in the design of the music. Also, well, actually, I guess a quarter help because I actually helped too. You know, I'm slow, but the intro, the physical intro that you guys see, was made by. Oh, my bad, my wife, Tech Fowler. I'm so slow. The intro and the outro, and also she is the DJ for this stream. I couldn't do it without her. Oh my goodness, what's going on, Miss Tech Loving Mama? In the building, you are now the new celebrity of the chat. And everyone's going to say hi. So everyone say hi to Miss Tech Loving Mama. She is in the chat. I'm not too sure. I think this might be the first time you showed up to a stream. Do you by chance have any questions about budgeting that you may want to know about? Okay, now I'm so confused by Miss Kimmy. Well, as a matter of fact, I think I got hand pain, so it's all good. Oh my God. Anyways, anywho's, let me see. You know, I know exactly what to do. So I want to talk with budgeting. You have to predict. Hold on, wait. Miss Tech Love Mama says she tried to show up the last times, but it's been crazy here for me. No questions yet. Okay, sweet. Oh, don't worry about that, people. Anyways, so let me talk about groceries and like your car gas bill and whatnot. When you do a budget, it's basically future tense. So like this is pretty much the 1st of May. So when you do your next month's budget, you are basically trying to predict how much you're going to spend. And so when it comes to like groceries and gas bills, there's a couple of things you're going to have to do. One is you have to check your previous months to see what you spent over, I'd say at least the last 3 months for sure, to see what you might spend for the next month. Me personally, in our budget, I got it down to the point where I do an average. I do a 12-month average, and that's how I come up with the set amount for our groceries. As a matter of fact, I think $1,100 is the amount on our actual personal budget. I'm not too sure about that. Why is LaShawn saying eating groceries? What else do you do with groceries? Do you not eat groceries? I'm so confused. Anyways, I lost my train of thought. So back to groceries. So I do a 12-month average. if I was coaching someone brand new into budgeting, or even if you're just new into budgeting, I would do the last month to predict the next month. And then over a period of time, do 3 month average and then 6 months average and then 1 year average. But basically, when you do the average, you add up everything for the whole entire month. Most banks, as a matter of fact, has a separate category in their spending tracker that can tell you what you spend per month. So you can easily go back and check how much it is, and then you could go by there. So like, there's actually been some months where in our personal budget we'll spend $800, but then there's been some months where we'll spend like upwards of 11, maybe even $1,200, but that's very rare and whatnot. And same thing goes for gas too. Like, you just basically take your previous month and then you can estimate how much you spend the next month. Oh, but a real cool trick, not a cool trick, but when you start tracking your groceries every single month, your mindset actually starts to change and you start questioning everything that you buy. And then your cooking starts to change too. So over a period of time, what you probably, when you first started budgeting, it'll be $1,000 one month. You might actually be able to get it down to like $800 per month that you'll spend. Some people do weekly, what they can spend in a week in a budget. So like, some people will be like, well, I can't spend no more than say $500 a week. No, that's too much. Like $200 a week on groceries, which is cool, fine and dandy. But if the person spends $182 in a week, like the extra money that's over, a lot of people actually move that over to another budget line to make up the difference, which I highly don't, to make up like the shortage, or they'll move it to play money, which I highly don't suggest. Like, just keep the money just set for groceries alone. Oh, well, somehow it looks like LaShawn is now the celebrity of the chat. And I don't know. I'm so confused. I am so confused. Yeah, definitely so confused. But anyways, so does anyone have any questions on like budgeting for groceries or gas? Like, these are pretty much like audibles. Groceries and gas are like audibles. They're not a set amount. Like, your cable and internet usually are set amounts. Power is an audible because that's an average of the year, because of summer and winter and fall and whatnot. Your phones will pretty much stay the same, and rent will pretty much stay the same unless you have a mortgage, which actually can change yearly. For those people who don't have mortgages, just to let you know, your mortgage can go up or down every single year depending on property taxes and whatever else you have coming out your escrow account. So it can actually go up or down, and it's no more than maybe $50 at a time. And I actually learned that the hard way. I was really confused on why my mortgage had went up. I think it was like $50 or $60 one year because property taxes went up. Poor LaShawn felt left out. Don't worry, LaShawn. We'll get you to the block part, Patty. He meant to say party. We'll get you there real soon. But it's not, we're 40 minutes in. Okay. Anyways, anybody else have any questions, comments, or concerns about when it comes to budgeting? Man, y'all's going in on the chat. Poor LaShawn. Part of the block, Patty. Lon says maintenance fee. Yes, maintenance fees, property taxes, insurance can all alter your figures. That is so true. Tech Love Mama says, yeah, I have a fixed mortgage and was like, why is it more after a bit? Because of our damn taxes. We are escrow too with insurance and taxes. Yeah, exactly. So when you go to budget for, like, say if you don't have a mortgage and you try to budget for a mortgage, you might want to add an extra $100 to $200 a month because you'll never really know what the property taxes are going to do. Typically, usually when there's more houses gets built in the area, sometimes the property taxes do go down or just stay the same just a little bit longer than usual. As a matter of fact, I was just looking at our property taxes and it looks like it actually went up. It looks like it went up about, I think about $150. So our mortgage is going to go up at the end of the year. So that's going to be interesting to see. Mike's asked if you have already touched on this, my bad, but what are some good references for anyone considering multiple accounts? What do you mean by good references? You mean good banks to check out? Or do you want me to write a reference for you for a bank? Or are you talking about like a good place to see how many accounts to get? Just need a little bit of clarification, Mike. Tech Level Mama asks, do you have any recommendations for a budget app or apps? Personally, I don't like any of the apps I've seen because they're so basic. It's just basically add up everything and boom, there's your budget, you know. But unfortunately, the only one that might be really good is the Every Dollar app by Ramsey Solutions. That might be probably the best one out there, only because they keep a lot of they have a lot of staff backing that app, and it's always improving every single day. So that app might be the best one out there to do it. Okay. Oh, Mike was asking banks to check out or how to divide them up. Okay, for banks, any bank that will allow you to have free savings accounts is good. Most banks, as a matter of fact, if you just get savings account, they'll charge you if it doesn't have a certain amount in it. And then how to divide them up? Divide them up is really simple. You should definitely have a bills account. Definitely have a bills account, a bills checking account that where all your bills will come out of for sure. And then if you're married like you and Miss Alexis, each one of you guys have your own personal checking accounts. Where and for the bills accounts, all your income goes into that account. And then for you and Miss Alexis, your each checking accounts, like you guys will take a little bit for your own spending money for the week. So like $50 or $75 a week each will go to you guys, which can be put in the line as a line item for a budget. And then you guys can spend it on whatever you want. And also it helps that having separate accounts that where the other spouse doesn't have access to, if you want to buy your significant other a present or something like that, it won't come out of the same checking account and they won't be surprised. So sometimes having that little bit of what is it called? Separation can be good for the other spouse for sure, because they'll be surprised on what they get, which can actually be really good. Also, you should always have as a savings account where you're always saving money towards, actually save just to save. But then you should have other savings accounts for, like, if you don't have a house, have a savings account for a house. If you don't have a car, have a savings account for a car. And all these will be simulated payments. Like for your mortgage, it'll be like a difference of what you think your mortgage is going to be. So if you're paying $1,000 in rent and you think your mortgage is going to be $1,500 a month, then you'll put $500 a month into that savings account for sure. Car payment, whatever you think your car payment is going to be, that's always good too. Let's see. Another cool account to have is like Upgrade. upgrading your house or apartment with like, you know, most of us in here are techies anyway. So like you should always have like, that could be like your tech upgrade account where you could upgrade your tech throughout the year and whatnot. Let me think. Mike, for you, I would say a baby fund account, which I think you probably already have one of those anyway. What other account? Like if you have a hobby, like say if you're into archery and you want to get this one particular bow that costs like $2,000-$3,000, you can have an account set up every week to put money into that account. But all these other savings accounts and these compartment, whatever Lon was saying earlier, the compartment accounts basically they're just separating your money, and they're all really extra money after your bills are paid for. That's where budgeting gets a little bit more complicated because a lot of people don't necessarily have extra money to put aside for all these accounts because they're paying it in their bills. So like once you pay down your bills, like pay off all your credit cards and stuff like that, opening up these types of accounts will prevent you from using credit cards to buy all this stuff also. But oh man, there's just so many accounts that you could have. Like you could have a cat account, you know, say you have a cat that goes to the vet every year and it's like $600 a year. You could put $10 aside every year into this account, you know, but these accounts are just basically like a breakdown of everything. Hopefully that answers your question, Mike. Let me just keep it moving here. Miss Tanya is like, my taxes never gone down. I'm Dougal zone. That's bad. I don't think ours ever went down, actually. I was told always to go for a credit union. That's one thing I've heard about banks and owning and such. Yes, credit unions are the best way to go for banks. Me personally, I have one credit union and two national banks. And the national banks was only because like some of the perks are a little bit better, but the credit unions, they're a little bit tougher with credit. So like if I wanted to get a car loan, I could probably get a car loan at 1.75, or actually no, probably 0% now at the credit union. But that's only because of my income and my credit. Like if you have bad credit and your income's a little low and you have a credit union, the credit unions really, they might work with you, but it'll take a little bit of time to get to that point also. Lon says, Mike, I'm a huge fan of credit unions. You may have access to military credit unions, savings accounts, bill accounts, and discretionary accounts. Yes. Also, credit unions, they do have a higher yield and interest for savings account. Some credit unions have interest for their checking accounts. Even their credit cards are actually pretty good too, because I think I had a credit card there that was like at 9% interest. But I lost a credit card only because I never spent anything on the credit card. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Also, Lewis says you should writing a basic book about this. I don't know if I could write a basic book, but I do have a website. The lovely and talented Tech Valor actually built it. We still got a couple of pieces to take care of on the site, but it's pretty much up and running. It looks flipping amazing and whatnot. But at some point in time, I'm going to start writing blogs again. I just don't know when, but we'll see. Sharky asks, I have some technical questions about new YouTube accounts. Perhaps they're better taken offline. Oh yeah, sure. I don't know if I'll be able to answer those questions. You might have to get with like Miss Kimmy or Tech Valor on that, because like I can tell you one thing for sure. If you're going to start, do a brand account first. Brand account first. Don't use your personal account. Miss Kimmy says, yeah, credit union financing is great. Yeah, credit union financing is like the bomb diggity, but their requirements are kind of strict on stuff. Like if all of your money goes into a credit union account or accounts and they see the money coming in all the time, like you'll be able to get loans like that easily, no matter what your credit credit report is. Also, if you just have a small account with them and try to do some type of credit with them, it's a little bit tougher because then you have to show them like everything in the world, because they do more what they call it underwriting stuff, where they need more detailed information. Like they'll need to see paychecks, and sometimes they'll even need a letter from your employer and stuff like that, or the HR of your employer seeing that they're hired. But but yeah, credit unions are pretty cool. They're pretty great. But unfortunately, they're not really all brick and mortar. Well, they are brick and mortar, but like they're scattered everywhere and whatnot. Miss Kimmy says she got 2 accounts with them. Miss Tanya's like, will he be able to also talking about business budgeting? Not today, but soon, or have you already? I haven't talked about it, but business budgeting is pretty much the same thing as personal budgeting. Write everything down, and don't spend over what you bring in. Also, a big tip in business budgeting is that you have to have a business checking account. And out of the business checking account, you will pay yourself into your personal account. But you only take out a certain amount. Like you set up like a salary for yourself to come out of that account into your personal account. Don't use the business account like a personal account, because then that will definitely screw you over, especially when tax time comes around. And it actually can ruin your business, because like you'll see like $10,000 sitting there in your business account and be like, ooh, I'm going to buy this, this, and this, and this, and or go on vacation with your business account, which could be pretty bad unless it's a business vacation. But anyways, yeah. When I talk about budgeting, same thing can go over to business budgeting too, for sure. Latrell says, I'm done with banks. I switched to Wisconsin's based credit union called Educators Credit Union. Amazing people. Oh, snap. I was like, I thought you first said that you're done with banks in general. Okay, but you're with a credit union. Okay, that's cool. That is cool. Also, another reason to have a national bank account too is a national bank is like, what if you end up moving? You still have access to your credit union in Wisconsin, but what if you move to Las Vegas and you need to do some business in the bank? Are you going to fly all the way back to Wisconsin to do this, or what? So sometimes having your money everywhere, it can actually be really good, but you just got to be able to know to manage it also. Latrell also says, just sucks that if I go to Jersey City or Vegas, for example, there's nothing. That's funny. I didn't even see that, and I just answered your question pretty much. Yeah, definitely does suck. Oh, Latrell, you got $5 in your account just because it was your birthday. Okay, that's cool. I'm drinking an energy drink. Anyways, Sharky, let's see. He says, thanks. So I started a new channel, but it doesn't show up on YouTube search, which worries me. So maybe something is off. I did start a Twitter account also. Oh, hey, people. See that right there at sharkfin_tech. Make sure we are all following that on Twitter. That is Sharky's Twitter account. That is flipping amazing. So now when we go live, we can actually just send him a link directly. People, that is awesome. That is awesome. But yeah, anyways, like I said earlier, you're going to have to get with the queens of YouTube, Miss Tech Valor and Gadget Goddess. So, and they'll definitely be able to help you out for sure on that. And I'm not too sure, but I don't think your channel will show up on search right away anyway. Let's see. Mike says he mainly banks at USAA and Wells Fargo. There you go. That's really cool. And also, like I said earlier in the stream, one of my banks got totally hacked and wiped out all of my accounts. But luckily, I had two other banks where I still had access to money to survive. And as a matter of fact, if I remember right, when that happened, it was like at the end of the month, and if my bills account had gotten hacked, no way, because this bank had all my personal stuff. So yeah, all the bills still got paid at the first of the month, only because of only because I had the other bank that dealt with all my bills. So keeping stuff separate is always a good way to go. Latrell says he has 0 plans to move. Latrell, you're still a baby, and you may change that thought in about 10 years, but you never know. If you find a nice little young thing there, you probably will move for sure, no doubt. Latrell says if he does move, he'll just go over to Chase. Oh, this not a bad bank. That Chase is a predator because they're always gobbling up other banks. As a matter of fact, I think they gobbled up my first ever bank that got bought out by like 2 other banks before they got to it, about 20 years ago. So yeah. Miss Tanya's like, do you know any programs or apps that you recommend for business expense tracking and such that is free? I see many, but don't know if they are truly good. I know I think that's QuickBooks. But right now I need free. If you want to go the free route, it's super easy. You can look online for Excel business spreadsheets. There's actually this one particular channel. I can't remember it off the top of my head. If I could find it, that'll be really cool. That deals with nothing but Excel spreadsheets. And it's pretty neat. Like the guy actually builds out whole spreadsheets from the ground up, and like you will not technically need a QuickBooks or anything like that. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Here it is. I found it. I'll go ahead and drop it. Actually, I'll go ahead and drop it in the chat. Drop it for everybody. So you can actually check out that site that I just dropped. That particular YouTuber, he has a ton of flipping YouTube spreadsheets that he actually physically builds out and shows everyone what to do. But if you really want to, if you want to do one on your own, it's real simple. Like it basically looks like that. Like you put what you spend. Like say you have, basically all your bills here will go here, and then you actually will have another line for other expenses. Other expenses like I don't know, gas or something like that. You'll just make another line with that and whatnot, and then your income. Then you'll do like an income side and whatnot. It's actually it's a lot easier than and less scary than what people think it really is and whatnot. But yeah, check out that guy that I dropped, and he will you should be able to find what exactly you would be looking for when it comes to a budget and whatnot. Sharky says Jersey City for the win. Tech follower is like, that's no. Oh, we're answering the YouTube question. Okay. I'm sorry guys, I'm a little slow on the chat. I'm way behind. My bad. Sorry. Miss Tanya's like, sorry, do you recommend any apps or programs? PC? Okay. Already answered that. Sharky seems to be the celebrity of the chat now. Latrell asks, Latrell says, Chase has been the best bank I've ever used. Please never bank with TCF. Those people are terrible people and constantly screwed me over. I got fraud charges and they didn't refund me. Oh, that's horrible, Latrell. And they didn't even refund you. Oh my God, that's really bad. Some TCF sounds like a local upcoming bank in the Wisconsin, Chicago area. Some of these local banks you got to watch out for who are not credit unions. They can be a little shady because they're trying to come up and they're trying to take as much money as possible to grow their business. Oh, Miss Kimmy. No, Sharky. Miss Kimmy's calling you out, yo. Lachelle's like, you have legitimate issues and they won't side with you. Oh wow, that's crazy. Still going. Wow, Sharky, you are literally the celebrity of the chat right now. And Barry's out here getting blocked again by people. No one can find Sharky on Twitter. What's going on? Okay, here we go. Lachelle says he has lots of love for his city and the people, which is why he don't plan to move. No problem. That's pretty cool. Let's see here. Plans change, sir. That is all we are saying. You never know what life will hand you. That's exactly right, Latrell. That was definitely directed towards you. Faux show. Latrell, it's not like it's an issue to just open up a Chase account in the event I need to leave, but I considered moving to Vegas at one point. Now I really don't want to. There's nothing wrong with not moving to Vegas. All this seems like a great place. Miss Tanya's like, she said, thanks so much for the info so far. Oh, no problem, Miss Tanya. Once again, if you have any more questions, just go ahead and ask. Oh, snap. I missed the top of the hour. I guess it's the top of the hour. I guess we'll keep going because it seems like everyone's so interested in like budgeting and Sharky right now. So Miss Kimmy says, don't see the count. Oh, it's still back on Sharky. Alon says he have my what discretionary? What is that word? Miss Tech Valley, can you come in and pronounce this? Because I'm having a LaShawn moment right now.
I have my discretionary with Huntington for convenience and access.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Miss Tech Valor, for helping out with my brain fart right there. That's really cool. Yeah, always have a place where you can access stuff real easily. It's always really good. Latrell says TCF is more Minneapolis Midwest thing, but expanding. But they just got bought up by another bank. I'll never be there again. Believe it or not, if they got bought up by another bank, you might want to wait a couple of years. And if you want to just throw just like $1 or $2 a month into that account, that's always a good sign. Also, with having money at a bank, even though it's a little bit, it can actually help with getting loans and whatnot for your like personal loans or car loans also, because they see that you constantly put money in there steadily every single week or every single month. So having multiple banks does help out with credit cards and loans, and even most definitely mortgages also, for sure. Lachelle says his brother moved from here to Vegas and he seems to love it. Yeah, you gotta Vegas is flat and it has all types of weather. Yeah, it's great out there. So that I can see him loving it coming from up there in Kenosha. This chat, you guys are going fast, yo. Sharky says, thanks. Oh, snap. We got Mr. Tech Grant in the building. I guess he could be the celebrity of the minute. I'm looking professional. Also, I'm like blurry, and I guess that's my printer. Oh, the focus was focusing all kinds of crazy. I got a printer, some lights, Thought I'd change it up a little bit. Hopefully you guys like this new look and whatnot. It's slightly clean, but
don't lie to the people. You did not want to change it up. You were just lazy and didn't want to put up the divider.
I got arthritis. Anyways, thank you, Mr. Tech Grant, for saying I look professional. One of these days, actually, I might change it up to where I start wearing an actual quote-unquote suit, but we'll see. Latrell's like only 2 minutes past the top of the hour. Yeah, well, oh shoot, I'm like 3 minutes behind, yo, because it's now 5 minutes after. And apparently Sharky is blocking Barry. Poor Barry. Lachelle says he keeps hearing people talk about Chime. I may try it out just to see how it is. If I don't like it, I can just always close it. Yeah, You can always do that. There's no harm in splitting up your paychecks every week into other accounts, or setting money aside in other accounts. You can always try it. If you're going to do Chime, like, try something small, like $100 a month, to see how it goes, and make sure to spend just a little bit out of that account also to really test it out. And probably put it with an automatic payment on something, and just see if somebody, if they're able to easily get hacked. Oh, that actually reminds me. Another reason why my account that particular bank years ago got hacked. It just so happened that that bank got bought out by another bank, and I'm assuming during the transition, somehow hackers got in and was able to get access to accounts, because that particular checking account that got hacked, it literally was only used to slide at the grocery store every once in a while, a gas station purchase, and that was pretty much it. PlayStation Plus also, or something like that. But that was pretty much it, and it got hacked. But I think it was because of a transition of it being bought out, that how it got hacked and whatnot. Oh, what's going on, Miss Shay Kennedy, the queen of Steeler Nation? What's up, Shay? In the building. Okay, we've now come to a conclusion, Barry. It's not you, it's everybody. Just to let you know. Sharky's like, I would never block you, Barry. Really? Anyways, Latrell says, actually, a good thing Lon brought that up. Huntington Bank is the bank buying TFC. I'll use a bank, but it won't be TFC. Fair enough. Let's see what's going on. Barry saying, what up to Miss Shay? Miss Shay, apparently you are the celebrity of the chat right now. And Barry's getting blocked again. And Latrell says, looks like you're about to hop in front of a Zoom call with Bill Gates. Who, me? Nah. If I ever get in front of Bill Gates, I wouldn't know what to ask him. Maybe I'll ask him is like, how do you sleep at night? Because making all that type of money has got to be stressful, because you got to manage it. Or at least you got to manage the people that manage the people that manage the people that manage the money. That sounds super stressful to me, to be honest with you. Mr. Tech Ryan says, suit and dreads. Yes, I will have no problem doing that. And you have no idea. It's it can do things for people. Lon says he's missed out on a lot of this block talk. Haha. Maybe I'm the imposter. That must be an Among Us thing. I don't do Among Us, but yeah. But yeah, Lon, the block thing is just maybe you're the next to get blocked. How about that? And everyone keeps getting blocked. Mr. Tech Rant's like, is there a block party going on? Yeah, there definitely is a block party going on, because everyone keeps blocking. Starts with Barry, and then everyone else gets blocked, apparently. Lon says, no, why would I? I would never block a pretty girl. It's against my religion. That's a horrible pickup line, Lon. Oh, look, it's Shark Fin Tech. That is Sharky's new channel that he just created. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, nope, sure enough can't. That is so weird. Okay, I definitely can't find it. Maybe Miss Tech Valor can possibly look that up, so we could get his link out there, so we could get this get his channel on and pop in the right way. Shay says she wants to join the block party. Sharky says he may end up changing the channel name, but at least I'm logged in properly here. It's a start. That's cool. Latrell says, "Oh, there's a block party." Oh, okay. Sharky says that wasn't allowed to put the underscore in for the channel name. Tech Grant says he wants to be part of the cool group at Miss Kimmy. Miss Kimmy wants some money for that. If you could share the link. You know what? Hey, Sharky, if you can give me a second. All right, Sharky, what I'm going to need you to do is go ahead and get the link to your channel, and you can go ahead and post it in the chat. And we can just go from there so that we can help you get some subscribers before you drop your first video, which can actually help out the algorithm a little bit for you. So yeah, go ahead and get the link and go ahead and drop it, because I literally just made you a moderator for the chat. As a matter of fact, you know what? I need to start working on moderators for this chat because I don't have too many. Is she even a good God? I'm so slow, people. Anyways, so as we keep it moving, Miss Kimmy's like, we can get his link because we can't find it on Twitter. Oh yes, Sharky. Also, you could drop the link to your Twitter in the chat too. That'd be great. Apparently, Barry approves links. Okay, cool. Oh wait, is Barry even a moderator? Oh, I'll figure it out later. Sharky says, "Thanks, Growing Pains." Yeah, no problem. Now you see, she says because I'm not a mod on my husband's channel. See, what had happened was I set up MC Lox's mods, and I never really set up Cat's Meows mods. My bad, people. My bad. Miss Kimmy, that ain't funny. If Barry's grilling, I like my steak rare. I personally like my steak cooked with the least amount of blood running, like next to none. So it's nice and juicy. See, why you gotta bring up some old stuff, Tech Valor? That's I don't know what you're talking about there. Anyways, Lon likes some bloody. Latrell says, "Don't worry, Tech Valor. I don't let anyone as a mod on my channel either." Well, see, Latrell, you're not helping my situation right now because she is not just anybody. Just letting you know. Oh snap! Oh snap! We got a channel link in the chat, people, from Sharky. Let's go ahead and check out this page. Okay, it's super basic, but you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. No, I probably should use my other account. Oh, we got 2 subscribers. I make 3. Let's try to get it to 5 tonight, people. Let's try to get it to 5. Sharky's a YouTube channel. And Sharky, I believe you're going to be talking about investing and whatnot in the world and how to research stocks and stuff like that. I believe that's what you're going to do. And also, Sharky, if you got your Twitter handle, go ahead and drop that too. We'll go ahead and get you up there. Get some followers up there so people can follow you too. Shay says, "Who's bringing the drinks?" Yeah, Barry. Who's bringing the drinks? Apparently, it's a party at Barry's house who keeps getting blocked. So we're going to have a real block party. Miss Kimmy says she got the ham. The ham. Oh yes, you do have the ham. What? Why? I'm gonna keep going. Anyways, so Barry was the first mod before. What? Y'all some horrible people trying to get me in trouble. Lon says yes to Miss Gigi. My wife's like, poor Mike and Gigi gonna pick on you now. Yeah. Laugh out loud from Miss Tanya. And Mike, do you have a hammer too? Oh, apparently you don't. Let me go ahead and add you too. Mike guessed the hammer. Because I'm going to let you guys know right now, like, this channel is going to blow up, and I'm going to need a lot of hammers when this channel does blow up. So I'm going to be the next, what's that lady name? Miss Emily D. Baker. We'll see how that goes. But I have the greatest team of all time backing me, so I'll definitely get to that for sure. Mike says it's lit with hammers. All right, Shark. Oh no, that's the YouTube I already posted. Dang, I must be far behind in the chat, yo. Miss Kimmy says I love putting him in timeout. Never make. Oh snap! My bad, Mike. You is not going to be a mod no more. Did not see that before I made you a mod. My bad. Oh, Sharky says. He says yes, it's going to be about finance, investing, trading, brokerage, and he's also going to do tech too. And he says thanks so much. Yeah, no problem, Sharky. Definitely appreciate it. Just let us know when you're going to start, and we're going to be right there for you. Follow show. Latrell, like, why we gotta be starting the pot, yo? Mike says it is what it is. No, by Miss Kimmy. Nope. Shake my head, gas, boo. Mike says let's go, but Mike doesn't know. Well, he probably knows it by now. I'm so behind. Miss Tay says, sorry I missed out most of this. My power is still out. Oh my God, your power is out. That is horrible. Hopefully you guys are in a safe place. And hopefully I think you got like what, 50 phones are charged up, so you'll have something to do for the next few hours. So yeah. But yeah, Miss Tay, I don't think you really missed too much. Although we did have a block party going on for a minute. So yeah. Lachelle says this chat's hammer filled right now. Miss Tay says she'll have to catch the replay on this. Yeah, most definitely. Barry says, how about the next Cecil betting? I'm so confused. But I'm so far behind on the chat right now anyway, so it's all good. She said, Mike says, kick rocks. Mike is hoping for Miss Tay's power to be restored pretty soon. Yeah, I think we all do hope for that. Mike says he has blocked me. My bad, Mike. This person right here, she had a command before I knew about it. So, oops. Anywho's, he says, wow, he really took it away. If it helps any, Mike, I think you're a mod on my other channel. I think. Miss Kimmy says block party. And Mike's like tragic. And Latrell Jane says, I wonder if I could do it. It's none but love. Oh, hell, I can't do it right now. I'm glad I can be of entertainment to you, Miss Kimmy, since you're laughing so hard right now. Mike says it's about to be another one. Bear's also wishing you power restoration soon, Miss Tay. Lachelle's wondering if there's a weather crisis. And we're still going to the block. Wait, what's that block did? Oh, that makes sense, I guess. I can't do it. And Miss Tay is like, no, the weather is perfect. It's just been out for the past hour. That's probably going towards most likely an infrastructure deal with the power lines and whatnot in the area. And depending on where you live, some of the infrastructure is still like 20, 30 years behind. What in the world just happened? My bad, someone slipped. It might have been me. I'll just take that. Don't worry, we're still here, people. We're still here. Everyone wants to know what happened to the power. You think you know someone? Well, you know. Oh, they're doing The Lion King on American Idol right now. I'm happy. Oh, that's like, I believe that's one of your favorite movies. That's cool. Latrell says, hope the power is restored soon. The block party till it comes back on. Oh, Scoop had a phone call. That's why he was away for a minute. So he's back for the budget and blocking. Sweet. Miss Tay says it went out and came back on for 3 minutes in a row. Then the fourth time it stayed off. Oh, darn. The main thing I've learned about money was to eliminate unnecessary expenses and minimize leeches. That's a good term to call creditors or leeches. Like almost all credit card companies are technically leeches, especially the retail stores. They're definitely leeches. And we'll throw in bankruptcy attorneys too, because they're horrible too, like we explained earlier in the show and whatnot. Latrell says, well, it looks like we're suddenly heading out, folks. Oh, I guess you're going out. My bad. We'll have a good old time, Latrell. Tech Free Niece says, thanks for the knowledge. I've been learning and taking notes a lot. Oh, yeah, no problem. No problem, Lewis. And also, once again, I'll go ahead and plug you in for tomorrow night. Make sure you guys check out Lewis's stream tomorrow night. He finally got the divider. Going to be debuted tomorrow night and is up and he is ready to go. So let's hop over and support your boy. Barry's like, cool, I thought another creator had blocked you. Well, you know, Mike's definitely gonna be blocking me because he's not a moderator right now. LJ is like, eventually they're going to have to upgrade these power lines. You can't demand more power and not upgrade the lines. It's not necessarily upgrading the lines per se for the power wattage. This is basically the placement of the power lines. I think it was about 25 years ago when they started making new subdivisions, they started putting the power lines underground. Especially here in Florida, they started putting them underground and whatnot. So when hurricanes and stuff come through, power doesn't go out as much as it used to. Fortunately enough, like if power was to go out here, they can switch the power to another switching station and the power can be restored real quick. So the infrastructure where I live at, it's a little bit better, but it can be way better with the power and actually sewer and water, all of that stuff too. Oh, Miss K. Oh, it's Disney theme on American Idol. Oh my goodness. Okay, Barry, apparently you're the king of block. Okay. King. From I believe Mortal Kombat. No. Was it King? I thought it was King. Well, I don't know who King is then. Lon says, hey Scoop, does your phone case have the microphone hole? Why wouldn't it? It probably should. Yeah, the electric company blocked Miss Tay. That's funny. Oh, Latrell was talking about the outro. Yeah, people, don't worry about the outro. What happened to Mike's comment? I'll get to it in a minute. Oh, yeah. Man, I'm really behind in the chat. You guys are like getting it in for sure. Latrell says I did not do that. Why is it doing that? I'm so confused. Is someone messing with me? Hey, TechPillar, can you hop on for a second?
It's time to go.
We got 3 minutes, yo. I'm having fun with my peeps. LJ's like, what's going on? Divider. Creators keep blocking him. I'm gonna skip a lot of this. Oh, LJ says quicker to get fiber when your power lines are overhead. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, King Ming. Oh, it's King, and you said King. Okay, I got it. Latrell's wondering how many times we leave it. I'm confused myself, but don't worry about it. Lon, you're weird. But I technically was only supposed to go for an hour and I went longer. My bad, but you guys were so much fun and entertaining. Sharky said he just followed me on Twitter, so is there anything weird what you can see? I don't know. Actually, I'll check that after the stream. Latrell says what he's meant to say that there's more people than you think that get charged monthly subscriptions and forgot they even are paying for them. Yeah, that actually goes to budgeting because you have to know what you're paying out per month. And a lot of these subscription services, how they're making their money is by people subscribing and not using the service. So technically, the company's making more money because the cost is super low for these people who are not using the service. So that's also a good thing. Yeah, okay. All right, Mike. Yeah, Mike, you probably should. Okay. Scoop said for the case he looked before and whatnot. Barry said, I'm the king of block. There is none higher. We're working on a Twitter link. I believe he subscribed, looked me up. So I'll check that actually after the stream. Oh, I can't even talk straight. Bank account probably get open up in the app about every other day. Actually, you probably should be opening your bank account app every single day, especially first thing in the morning and right before you go to sleep, because sometimes these companies that steal and hack your accounts, like they'll do stuff like in the middle of the night for one, and sometimes like around in the middle of the day, like after lunchtime and whatnot to you. Okay, got through all these comments. Finally got down to the bottom. Well, anyways, appreciate we're at the bottom of the hour. Appreciate everyone for coming out. Huge shout out to Lewis for coming on. If you guys are listening on the Twitters, please make sure to come over to Cat's Meow Budget Solutions and subscribe, and definitely hit that notification bell button. Because I do stream every week, but the times vary from week to week. So like next week, I believe next week I'll be streaming next Saturday, but the time is to be determined at this point in time. It might actually be about 8 o'clock next Saturday, just trying out a new time right there next Saturday. Also, just remember everyone, especially people who are watching a replay, like you can come in on the panel and ask your questions, or if you just want to tell your story, what's going on, or maybe even if you just want like simple help or budgeting advice on what you want to do, go ahead and check that out. Not check it out, but you can come on when I'm live. Also, you guys can check out catsmeowbudgetsolutions.com. The website isn't fully finished yet, but like it is active, and you guys can check out the site. And it's a beautiful site done by Tech Valor, the webmaster / DJ of the site, which is amazing. Let's see here. Is there anything else I gotta say? Let's think. I don't know. Oh, also something new. If you guys have any questions or any topics of discussion that you guys want to hear on the stream, check out my Twitter at Cat's Meow. I believe it's Cat's Meow Budget. I think that's it. Oh hell, I don't even have it up there. At Cat's Meow Budget, or you can email at questions at Cat's Meow Budget
All of this is
Solutions.com.
in the outro. All of this
Oh.
is in the outro.
Oh, okay. Well, I like to say my piece. But anyways, once again, the intro and outro, the music is done by Oh Yeah Beats. Make sure you guys check out Oh Yeah Beats for your ohyeahbeats.com for your custom music. Also, the custom intro.